Today, a good battle in the NFC. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. A welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson, Chase McLaughlin, set to get it started. And off we go from Lumen Field. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The first carry for the Spartans, Kenneth Walker. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 4. On play action, here's Darnold. That's caught. It's A.J. Barner, the tight end. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Seattle.
First and 10.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical, right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. That's Yaya Diaby with the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
Gain of 10 yards.
10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's first and 10.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Yaya Diaby getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
There's a short one taken in by Barner. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
48-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
That's good.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Right back to Irving. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
They send Evans in motion. Throwing on second down, Mayfield. Open receiver is Emeka Egbuka. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
And it's a big play there for his first catch of the game. And not only does he get a nice chunk of yards, but now he puts his offense in plus territory as they try to see if they can end this drive with some points.
There he goes, inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 19-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. On the Seahawks 15-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Irving. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
He pulls it in around the 5.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been...
And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Baker Mayfield. Touchdown, Tampa. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Seahawks 3.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Seahawks offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, here's Darnold.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 4. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 14
Give
yards.
him 14 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
1st and 10.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. That's an incompletion.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
From the gun, on 3rd down, the pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Cameron Johnson deep to return this. Oh, they had a shot there and hit the 5, but it continues into the end zone. It will come back out to the 20. The Bucs offense ready for their 2nd possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Now screen set up for Irving. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. So after 1, 7-3 is our score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. On to the 2nd, Buccaneers in possession of the football. Here's 2nd and 9 as we are ready to get back underway. The 2nd down throw from Mayfield. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He's got a man. That's the tight end, Upton. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Baker going to give it to Irvin. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Irvin. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Byron Murphy there on the stop.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
First down throw there is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Left side, he's got Ibuka. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On third down, it's Irving. 14 on the pickup. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
Anytime you're having a really good drive like this, Mike, you just hate to see it stall out on the fringe of the red area. But in this case, not only do they pick up some good yardage on the ground, they get a fresh set of downs to hopefully go in and finish this drive with a touchdown.
Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Here's 3rd and 2. They send Godwin in motion. Mayfield to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And that one just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Buccaneers go out to a 10-3 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. Corey Horton now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The Seahawks offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Pass is completed to Cup. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Bucs' 45-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 1. They'll run the toss with Walker.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, Seattle.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Out of bounds at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Second and a yard.
A gain of 3 yards. That's another Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. First run of the game here with Zach Charbonnet. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
And the Seahawks.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
Here's Walker. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now here's 2nd and goal. Walker. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
The play lost a yard.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
So often down here in these goal-to-go situations, so much of the emphasis is placed on taking away the wide receivers and the tight end targets in the end zone. It's not so easy bringing these backs down on the check down, so give a lot of credit to this defense, rallying to the ball and keeping them short of the end zone. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Buccaneers offense back onto the field for their next possession with a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. The handoff, it's Irving. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Julian Love brings him down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
On second down, Baker. Down the field, it's Evans. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
22 yards.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
On first down, here's Irving. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Seahawks 30-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Mayfield. He'll step up and run.
Number 6, Baker Mayfield.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. Third and 2. Here we go. Out of the shotgun. Mayfield. He's got it about the 8. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
That's another Buccaneers first down. First and goal, Tampa Bay.
To throw is Mayfield. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal. It's Otten in motion. Here's Mayfield. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. Now they'll be looking at third and goal.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half, and try to build something going into halftime.
He was trying to fit that one in to Mike Evans. And it'll be 4th and goal coming up.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bucs going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, here comes Horton. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll be looking to answer back. They trail 13-6 and start this one with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete. Jackson Smith-Njigba, the intended receiver.
2nd and 10.
And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down. Really nice play.
On 2nd down, it's Darnold. Smith-Njigba there for the catch. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. Now Seattle will use the final timeout. Clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Darnold. That is caught downfield. It's Shaheed. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It's a huge play in a tight ball game. 32 yards.
10 at the 32-yard line.
So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Buccaneers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Irving. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Back at the 32.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. That's caught left side by Otten. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. First and 10 now from the 36. Baker to throw. There's Evans. He's got it. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3. It's Otten in motion. Now Mayfield. He'll go back to Evans. He's got another one. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Now, screen set up for Irving. This one's going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
3rd and long. It's Otten in motion. The play clock down to 0, and this not the best of sequences. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Throwing is Baker. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Big Leonard Williams that time forces his way in for the sack.
You find yourself trailing coming out of the halftime break. Your defense is going to start on the field. And, man, what a great way to get this half started. Keep this game within 1 possession, get the ball back to your offense, and see what they can do.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Buccaneers will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. Shaheed now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
To throw is Darnold, and he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On 3rd and 2, it's Darnold. Got it with Smith-Njigba. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 32 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Darnold to the air once more. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. A pickup of 15 in the air. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Once again, it's Walker. Yeah. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal, try to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's another.
Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal
at the 4-yard line.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
Here's a run, and he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. A.J. Barner. Touchdown Seahawks. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
16, Seahawks 13. Jason Myers.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Johnson now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Give. This is Irvin, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, Baker will swing this out wide to Irvin. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
3rd down and 9. That's Ibuka in motion. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Like, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
He'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Shaheed in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 2nd down, Walker. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
3rd and long. Here's Darnold. Moving left. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. The Seahawks sending out their punt team. He's on for the 2nd time and wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Bucs offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start out 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Irvin, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. They send Godwin in motion. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up. Now Mayfield. Oh, a loose football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
The Buccaneers getting their punter out there as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. To return, it's Shaheed. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Seahawks offense ready to get back at it. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. in motion. Shotgun run now with Walker. He looks forward for maybe a yard. That's Yaya Diaby with the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Levante David doing his work on defense.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Third and 6. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So the pressure's on, and here's the veteran, Jason Myers. This to tie things up here in the 4th. This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Johnson now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to get back to work. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Irving. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Mayfield. To the outside. Catch made by Evans. And he'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds with a 1st down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
This one across midfield to the 47-yard line. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 21. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again here with Irving. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Mayfield to throw. That is caught. He got Godwin. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Mayfield. He takes off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. 4th quarter, that's a huge 1st down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
Irving is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers will go up by 7.
Seahawks 16.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. On the return, here comes Horton. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Seahawks offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
Down at the 31. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Bucs offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. Pass thrown deep for Godwin. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They go play action with Mayfield. The throw on the run is complete. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down. The RPO, they'll get this to Ibuka. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup of 21. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Baker gonna give it to Irving, and he'll get about 5.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Right back to Irving, and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Bucky Irving, touchdown Buccaneers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Shaheed now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense headed back to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now Darnold. That's complete. It's JSN.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
He'll get this complete to Walker. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. Here's Darnold again. Get this complete. It's Kupp again. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
To throw again is Darnold. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Darnold to throw again. There's a short one taken in by Barner. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now Walker. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 4 yards.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
They'll drop to throw. Smith-Njigba left side. He's got it. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock.
To go.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And he will score! Cooper Kupp, touchdown Seattle.
Touchdown Seahawks.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will cut the deficit to 7.
Seahawks 23.
They've got just the 2 timeouts remaining, so they'll line up and take their chances right here with an onside kick.
All right, good effort, just doesn't work out, but it's not over. Remember, they still got 2 timeouts in their back pocket. They've got to use them quickly. They've got to get 3 stops, force a punt, and see what happens when the offense gets the ball.
The handoff, it's Irvin. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. As it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
42-yard line.
Second and 10. That one is complete. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll run with Irving.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, Mike, based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
So we get to a pressure kick, and here's Chase McLaughlin. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one is off the mark. It is no good. So now, Darnold and the Seahawks down by 7. 36 seconds to go. The missed field goal gives them new life as they come up in a 1-score game on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's dropped off for Walker. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Darnold. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. That is the former Pro Bowler, Hassan Reddick. Gets up for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. So a win here for the visiting Bucs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we